Jim Graden here with another segment of the Inside the UBC as we continue our series on the techniques that you execute in your kickboxing classes. Now, the kick we're going to focus on today is the side kick. My opinion is the Mac Daddy of all kicks. If you have a good side kick, you're a good kicker, period. It's a very challenging kick to do properly. Now, I'm going to show you a variety of ways to do this. First, starting off with the easiest, the safest. Then we're going to move into a step up, a little bit more complicated, and then one for a little bit more advanced students called a replacement footwork skipping side kick. But if you're just starting in the UBC and just starting your kickboxing classes, you're going to want to stick with the stationary side kick to start with. As I said before, guys, a big part of the UBC kickboxing program is progression. In other words, instead of just doing the same technique the same way over and over and over again, you should find different ways to execute the same technique. Not only does it improve your skills, but it works your body in different ways. Whether you're kicking harder, or you're kicking higher, whether you're working on rotation on contact or doing it prior to the kick. All those things are part of the program, so you get your mind engaged as well as your body. Now, helping me today is Amber Kim. Amber, welcome to our show today. I appreciate you being here. Well, Amber is a student here at the UBC National Center. Now, Amber, how long have you been training with us?
About a month.
About a month. Now, you're going to see her kicks and go, wait a minute, she's only been training a month? Well, guys, I'll be honest with you. You know, Amber's a very coordinated young lady. She's had some dance background, so she's going to pick it up a little faster than most. But realize, because of the consistent repetition and doing it properly over a short period of time, you'd be surprised just how good you can get at this. Now, the first side kick we're going to work on, Amber, go ahead and face the heavy bag. Real important, the very first thing you need to understand is when you throw a side kick, that supporting heel, Amber, turn that supporting heel. This one right here is almost fully rotated towards your target, which is the bag. In the 90s, when Taibo came out and everybody was doing kickboxing at home, hip challenges and injuries was the #1 problem because people were not being taught how to rotate that hip properly and rotate that heel properly, so they got a lot of soreness. So I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you turn that heel. And #2 is that you take your right, I can't say it any other way, butt cheek, and point it right at that target. So you're in proper alignment, your hips in proper alignment. So this is the easiest way to do this. And you're gonna chamber the leg up. Watch me first as I chamber the leg up and basically just stomp the target. It's no different than the stomp that you would do on the ground if you're trying to stomp a bug or something. We bring the knee up, turn the hip, and then we stomp. And we should be hitting either with the heel or the flat of the foot. Also, common mistake, and that is to fold it like a round kick at the hip and throw it like so, which looks more like a round kick. That's not a side kick. A side kick should come straight at the target. It's a straight line technique to the target. Amber, go ahead and try that if you would, please. Bang, look at that, nice chamber. Bring it up a little tighter. When a nice tight fold, boom, there you go again. And pow. Now she could do 100 of those. She's not gonna hurt herself. And it's a good side kick, it's gonna get better over time. But she's ready for the next step. The next step is, instead of just standing there, turning the hip and kicking and kicking and kicking, you're gonna wanna step into it. Let's try this, Amber. Hands up, good guarding stance. Now this time, she's gonna step. And you can almost think about making a T. In other words, this foot's going that way, my other foot's to the side, I turn the hip and kick. Common mistake here is people stepping is they'll step in front. And to do that, that's got my feet all crossed, I'm a big challenge. If you're gonna cross your feet at all, which I don't recommend, but if you do, step behind. When you step behind, that turns the hip, your heel naturally goes towards the target, boom. So the motion is this, bang. As I step up, a little bit more advanced. Let's try that. Ready and step, turn, bam. Again, ready to step up, pow. One more time. Well, pushing kicks hard, we gotta pull this bag back in the frame. Okay. Now the last one I'm gonna show you, this is the most advanced. Well, one of the more advanced. And this is where we go in one motion. In other words, if I step up and my feet are together, there's a pause there. And then I kick, that's 2 steps. And in reality, for self-defense, there's too many steps. I need 1 step, 1 motion. So I do what we call replacement footwork. Watch my feet. My back foot replaces my front foot. That's why we call it replacement footwork. It's basically a skip. So the motion is this. And I'm also committing the hip. So I get that turn. Heels turn, hips turn to the target. But it's 1 motion, pow, to the target. opposed to 2. And a way to do this, you can also do it with a squat. Squat. Don't worry about hitting hard in the beginning. Just nice and smooth. One motion. Want to try it? Here we go. Right leg in front. Gradient. Bang. Look at that. Pow. Nice. Oh, one more time. And great. All right. The side kick. Again, 3 different ways to work it. So your instructor says side kick. Don't think, okay, same kick. 3 different ways to work it. Start with single, then work on a step, and then finish off with the skip. I'm Jim Graden with Inside the UBC. I hope you enjoyed it.